McDavid. Moves in, McDavid goes upstairs! What a goal!
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Etanyos here. Welcome to episode number 20 of this NHL 20 Draft to Glory franchise mode with the Reading Royals. Just before we jump into this video, if you guys are not subscribed yet, please go down below and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video of NHL 20 franchise mode content. I'm going to be coming out with a custom league very, very soon that is just going to be insanely detailed, blow the expectations of NHL 20 franchise mode out of the water, and really set a standard for what kind of entertainment value you guys should be receiving here on NHL 20. But anyways, let's jump into the video. So today, guys, we are jumping into the 2029 NHL Entry Draft, where another franchise player is available in Trevor Lashoff, the first one we have seen in a while here that has got all A's, if not A pluses, across the board. He looks like a very promising prospect, and I would very much like to pick him up. I don't know how the lottery is going to go, but I'm hoping that, our 13th pick somehow plays to our advantage. I seriously doubt any of that happens, but you can never be too sure, right? It's NHL, and you never know what's going to happen. So let's see here. Oh, St. Louis. That's going to be tough to trade with. Our pick doesn't move from number 13, and obviously, we would have wished to have had one of those other picks. We probably should have gone with Toronto again, but obviously we didn't win the Stanley Cup there. And yeah, I think Trevor Lashoff's going to be our main prospect we're targeting, because there's really just not a lot of potential on the board aside from him. Like there's all these like two bar kind of recruits that it's like, yes, this guy could be good, but we really don't know. Like you can see here, all these guys are like 2-bar elites. This guy might be, what's his name? Mika Mikola might be decent to pursue, but like a lot of these guys, I just have so many doubts towards that I just don't see a reason to pick them. So yeah, it's going to be a slightly less entertaining draft. I don't think we're going to land all that many prospects. I mean, yes, there's a couple low elites in here, which is never terrible, but at the same time, man, it's just like, it's really tough here. I don't see how we are going to land a big pool of prospects like we have in the past. I mean, obviously we have landed some very nice players through the draft in the past. Obviously it's a draft to glory, right? So our scouts are doing their job there, but at the same time, this year doesn't look like it so much. So as far as retiring players go, you can see here on this list, Steven Stamkos, big name there. A lot of big names, actually. I like how Tarasenko retires the same year that St. Louis wins the draft lottery. So that's working out pretty perfectly for them. Besides that, William Karlsson, a lot of guys with 800 plus points there, a lot of guys with 700 plus, and a lot of guys with over 500 as well. That is a crazy career for a lot of those guys. My gosh. Strong draft, man. Very strong retiree class. Like, very strong retiree class. Bobrovsky, Anderson, Lehner, Markstrom, Ullmark, all big names there for goalies, but obviously Bobrovsky had the most wins there, even though he was an undrafted goalie. So, guys, I'm feeling Lashoff. He's all A's across the board, and I just don't see why we wouldn't go for him. Players that are now coaches: Taylor Hall, Steven Stamkos, Scheifele, and Phil Kessel. So, interesting. Maybe we could pursue one of those guys. That's possible. And did we lose anybody? Pennsylvania Tigers coach. That's not great. 2 of them, actually. Shoot. Is there 2? No, there's just 1. I can't read. Anyways, I don't think I really need to do draft interviews. We already know what is going to happen there. I don't think we want the picks. Actually, we do want one of those picks. We want to try to hold on to our own pick, but LA's pick, it's like 23 or 24 or something like that. We can probably release, and same with if we could move Bryce Anthony as well. I know he's 88 rated, which is a very nice rating, but man, if we could somehow get Lashoff in exchange for Bryce Anthony, that would be about the best deal we could pull off here. So, I'm going to jump into the NHL Entry Draft, and, we're going for it. I don't care what St. Louis says. If they're a rebuilder or whatever you want to say, I want to go for Lashoff. I want to pair up a couple franchise forwards here and see what they can get done. So I am feeling Bryce Anthony, the 22nd overall pick, and Anthony Del Zotto in exchange for the number 1 overall pick. It looks like it's overpaid. I get the feeling that St. Louis is going to reject this, though. And they don't. Okay. I am totally good with that trade. We clear up 2 spots on the team that we needed to clear up in the backup goaltending spot, as well as down the left wing. So I am good with that move. And not only that, but this now allows us to draft our future number 1 line left wing prospect and player here in Trevor Lashoff. Going to be a very good power forward. We might want to throw him on the... see, that's tough because he's a left-handed power forward playing left wing. I think he's going to put up great points anyways, but yeah, I don't really want to wait on this at all. I just want to, figure out our picks quickly here, and then we will select him number 1 overall. All right. So we have all our prospects picked out now, and I think I know exactly who we're going to select. I mean, obviously, we're going to be taking Trevor Lashoff number 1, and there's no real hesitation on this. So, yeah, looks like a real good offensive kind of power forward here. And, yes, 84 overall. Oh, baby, that is the nicest first overall pick we've had since Dylan Hunt. No questions asked. So we're going to sim to pick 13, and we will see... Rantanen went there. Mazai went higher. Okay. Ooh, Jarvis was elite, but didn't go till pick. Hold up. Oh, okay. So Jarvis was an elite, and nobody really knew it. All right. And that's a pretty decent pick for Nashville where he's at. I mean, he's going to take a year or 2 to develop, obviously, but still a good player there. And I think we are going to take Clancy here. I mean, he's got A- shooting apparently, but this guy could be good too in Lee Dillon. Probably going to be more of a power forward, but that's not guaranteed. So we're going to take Craig Clancy just to go with defense here, and he is a medium top 4. Okay, and 96, 69 overall. So I mean, yeah, first round picks, pretty good. I got no complaints about them. They're both looking really good overall. Oh, man, Tamander would have been a nice selection. Look at his skating, too. 3.5-star skating on a defensive defenseman? Are you kidding me? Oh, my gosh. Helleman. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Cam Quirk. Look at that pick by Vegas. Holy Jesus. Are you kidding me? Look at this second round so far. 77 rated Albin, 74 rated Quirk, 77 rated Helmanen, and 76 rated Tamander. That is insanity. Holy crap, that is crazy. I actually can't believe how strong that round was already. So the next guy we're going to select, a little off the board, is going to be Oscar Sonnenberg here. We'll see if he turns out, but he's a center. I'm expecting like a top 9 forward, and that's exactly what we get. Obviously, nothing compared to some of these other picks. My gosh, Helmanen would have been an absolute stud. But you know what? I'm okay with how those picks went. So on to our next pick here. I think we're going off the board by quite a bit. Obviously, we did not get nearly as good a prospect haul as a lot of other teams did in that second round. That second round was incredibly strong. 66 rated low elite sniper in Walters there. Again, another strong prospect. 54 rated Stapleton is an elite goalie, and same with Preston Simons, man. Would have been a very nice goalie to pick up as well. 64 overall at just 18 years old. So I'm looking through the rest of this first round here because I'm sure we missed somebody. And okay, no, we didn't. That's very strange. That is very strange that many good prospects went in the second round and not the first. So we are going to take a guaranteed low elite here in Peter Musel. There's no question about why we're taking him here. 3-year ETA in the third round, and he's offensive too. Ooh, that's nice. I mean, his skating is below average, unfortunately, but he's got a lot of other really solid stats there and categories. I mean, he is 20 years old already, but you can hope that he develops, and, not a bad pick for the third round, 77th overall. All right, so for our next pick, over at 141, we're going to miss a lot of prospects here, but, that's just the way the picks go sometimes. Ooh, Tala. Man, there's a lot of good goalies going in this draft, I have to say. Blomdahl is good as well, power forward. Grinder there in Watt. Grinder there in Rivera, except he's 60 overall. Jeez. Elite defensive defenseman in Griffin Peters. Brody as well there, Craig Brody. Elite center. My God, how many elites did we just see in this fourth round? This might be the most elites I've ever seen in a fourth round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elites in the fourth round. 6 elites in the fourth round. Oh my God. Like, what is this game at this point? I bet you Brashear is also going to be an elite, but I'm not going to take him because I have my eyes on another prospect who is, a little ways off the board, but I want to pick him in Dylan Spencer here, right-wing playmaker, hopefully, and he turns out to be, okay, he's a sniper, low elite, 57 overall, but, not too bad, and that is yet another elite, obviously not medium, but, still an elite prospect in some manner. Simulating over to pick number 179 now, or 173, not 79, I don't know where I got the 9 from, but let's see how strong the rest of this fourth round was, I guess, or was it the fifth round? I guess it was the fifth round. There really was nothing else. So, yeah, the fourth round was definitely the stronger one, and we definitely didn't land any prospects in here. So that is, that's too bad, but we traded away our pick, so what do you expect, right? So, with pick number 173 now, we are going off the board by a mile to select. I was considering Pritchett, Elijah Pritchett, but 5-year ETAs are always a bit of a turn down versus a goalie who could be elite. I'm going to take Adrian Morrow, and he turns out to be a fringe starter. Okay, 54 overall. That was not what I was hoping for, but it's not the worst pick ever. So simulating over to the last pick of the draft for us in pick 205. We are going to end up taking, I'm glad we didn't take Pritchett, but we are going to end up taking another guy way off the board. Well, I guess he's not that far off the board, but we're going to take a risk on Rob Cavallo here, a right-wing power forward, and he turns out to be a low top 6 forward. Okay, and 52 overall already, or 52 overall at 18 years old. You could be better, but not that bad for a 7th round pick. So yeah, I would definitely say the picks got progressively worse as we went through that draft, but there were some crazy steals by other teams in there. Obviously, Trevor Lashoff is going to be the biggest prize of this draft for us. Maybe not for other teams. Like we'll see if other teams end up with better players somehow, because that might happen. Like you never know. It's really hard to judge in this game, but we are going to sim to the re-signing phase here, and we did lose a ton of scouts. So we will try to re-sign the majority of these guys. I don't know if we'll get all of them. Probably not so many NHL scouts, obviously, but yeah, all our amateur scouts we definitely need. Didn't look like we had any coaches expiring on contracts. Just had one retire, and that was our head coach, I believe. So yeah, we should be able to sign all of these guys, even though they are pro scouts and we don't really need them as much. It doesn't really matter. We'll still sign them up. And we got Durocher and Sergei Kapitanov expiring here. So, interesting, because they are both going to be requesting quite a lot of money. Scavello is saying he does not want to be a part of this team anymore, which we cannot have. We do need him for this team still. Oh, Pisani, you dropped off like a rock. What happened? You were supposed to be an 85. That's what I saw in the offseason. Jeez. Okay. You can't win them all, but that's pretty bad. Yikes. Okay. Yaro Peacock is definitely ready to sign. My God, he scored 120 points in 67 games. That is insanity. Okay. Please sign with our team. We'll actually give him a spot, too, because he deserves it. Jeez. Okay. Medium elite there, and Lewis is definitely ready to sign. We're probably going to change him from a grinder, but his skating has suffered due to that. You know, maybe we keep him as an elite grinder. Just send it. Why not? What's his name? Jalen Lewis, I think? No, John Lewis. Where did I come up with Jalen? Who knows? Anyways, yeah, no, definitely some big contracts we got to sign here, and Kapitanov as well. Going to be another big name in this team. I guess Vigier is going to sign with us unless he goes back to Halifax, which would make more sense. And yeah, a lot of these guys are probably going to be playing in the AHL still, so I don't know where our backup goalie for the AHL is going to be at in the next season. So let's get Kapitanov signed. He wants 1 year. You know what? We'll give him 6.5 for 1 year. Hopefully he doesn't turn that down because that would suck. Scavello is going to be expensive. We are going to overpay on this guy, no questions asked. And if we can go 4 years at $10.5 million, I doubt he accepts that, but you never know. And that might just be enough money to sway him the way we want. Korolyuk we can sign. Besides that, Brindamore is, he hasn't done great, but we can offer him a contract still, right? He can definitely play in the AHL. Reed Olsen just dropped off, unfortunately. So I think what we're going to do here, let's see. So assuming Scavello resigns, we go 1-2 with Ferguson Scavello, 3-4 with Rogers and Chubasov, and then 5-6 with St. Jacques and Olas, and then we also have Korolyuk, who will probably move up to the NHL as a backup kind of defender. Then we have Harkins, Karpatsev, Brindamore, Lop, Delamont, and then we have Teratukin above Nielsen, but I do want to try and get Nielsen into this team sooner rather than later just to grow him, but at the same time, wouldn't hurt to probably leave him for 1 more year, just keep him out of our AHL system. So if we can do a 1 year deal on Reed Olsen, I would be okay with that. And then let all these other guys develop for longer. Right wingers. I can't believe that Yaro Porter took half the money that Lawton requested. That's insane. That is just absolutely insane. But we have Davis Hickey as well as Yaro Peacock, who are both looking for bigger deals here. And I don't know if obviously Yaro Peacock is not going to want anything bigger than an entry-level contract, which he very thoroughly deserves at 20 years old. My God, he's looking insane. And then same with Lewis here, too. I want to get him into the team. I don't know about Yakimowicz and these other guys, man. I'm kind of on the fence here if they're even going to play, because I really don't know. Like, I think Eriksson might be another cap kind of buster here for us, where we give him 1 year and I don't want to give him 20 million, but if we just wait a little longer, that's what those guys' purposes could be. And as you can see on the left wing, we are very much lacking at the moment, but we will change some things up quickly here. So Lashoff we will sign. And I think, yeah, just about all these guys are good to sign here. So let's go $950 on Gunther for a year or 2. Alto is nice and cheap for a year. Yanni Gourde, I don't think we're going to sign Yanni Gourde, unfortunately. We got other guys that, deserve playing time over Gourde, who isn't even one of our original players. So, yeah, Almquist will probably get a lot of minutes in the AHL this upcoming year. And is Pentakainen in? Yeah, okay. Pentakainen's time. It is time for him to play. Lasse, you ready to play? I think he is. Okay, so we got Durocher, Audette, Nordquist. My God, we've got a lot of expiring centers. That's not a bad thing, but at the same time, we got to get them all to sign still, right? So Durocher wants a lot of money, and I mean, he's worth it. Don't get me wrong, he's worth it, but $10.5 million is a lot off of a dude who's only put up 1 solid season so far. So obviously we're not going to pull a Bryce Anthony and pay him that much. So let's do the rule of 85 here, times it by 10.5, not 1.5, and they're saying 8.9 million. I'm going to say he's probably not going to accept such a low contract, but I think about 9.5 million for, let's say for 4 years, so he's still an RFA. 9.5 for 4 years is probably a little more believable, acceptable deal. I don't think Gilson's ever going to make the NHL, unfortunately, which is sad because he's 26 already. Modano's got a shot, but it's unlikely as well. And that should be enough centers right there because we got Markstrom, we got a bunch of guys, so we'll let the other guys just work their way through the system. Tomas Nordqvist here, we're going to keep him around. There's no reason why not. He's a great depth player and going to be a good piece for a long time in this team. Audette wants a 5-year deal, which he's worth. Don't get me wrong, he's worth that. He wants $6.8 million. I don't want to offer him quite so much, so we're going to offer him about $6.25 million, I'm going to say, just to be a little generous. But yeah, he should accept that. You know, you could say we're lowballing him. No, we're not really lowballing him. He did not have a good season this last year. Yeah, he put up 67 points, but we've seen him put up better. So, like, that's why I'm not, like, just right away, like, yes, let's sign him. He's going to be so good. Like, he's 25. Yes, he is one of the leaders on this team, but there is a lot of youth in this team still growing up behind him. So, yeah, I'm kind of torn on that. And that should be it for the contracts for now. You know, pretty big contract situation, but I think everything's going to work out just fine. I can't believe Yaro Porter didn't break 90 points. All right, so Lashoff signs, Korolyuk signs, Scavello rejects, so we're going to have to offer him more money. Hickey signs, Ellis signs, Brindamore signs, Olsen signs, Alto signs, Gunther signs, Lewis cannot sign due to a full roster, Gilson signs, Vorobyev signs, Audette rejects, wants more money, Nordqvist resigns, Kapitanov resigns, Modano resigns, Durocher resigned, that was good because he was a lot cheaper, So Yarrow Peacock says, you made my day when you picked me in the draft, but this offer is not acceptable to me. The contract offer is not simply within my consideration range. If you're still interested, we should discuss higher salary. Pentakainen signs. Okay. Got some issues here. I wasn't exactly expecting a ton of issues, but obviously, you know, with like Scavello, that was going to happen, so. Hold up. How much money are we paying Ferguson? 9.5. Man, Devin Scavello is letting me down here a little bit. See, I'm okay with a 4-year deal on him, but I'm not going to offer any more than $11 million for a 4-year deal. And I don't think a lot of other teams are either, so I would sign that if I was him, but he's not the brightest player, I guess. I don't know. Like, I would have signed a 10.5 even. Like, 10.5 is a lot of money. So I can't believe Yarrow Peacock said no. How much money can we... We can't offer him anything else, so I don't know why he's saying, like, I don't want to sign that. That doesn't make sense. Yanni Gourde is going to get released in exchange for a guy like John Lewis instead. Besides that, you know, there are some lower name guys down in the system here that we don't really need. Like a guy like Höglund, we should probably buy out because he's never going to play for us, even though we drafted him. Like, he's very unlikely to actually make it. I don't want to buy out too many guys here, obviously, and obviously the cap filler is also going to go to Eriksson probably, so, or we could use Yakimo. If we do that with Yakimo, he's going to skyrocket right back up to like an 80-something overall, which we don't really want. Maybe we do, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out this team, but Scavello did sign that $11 million deal. Smart move by him. John Lewis signed. Audette still doesn't feel like he's getting the money. I can't. Oh, okay, roster's full. That makes more sense. I'm like, why is he still rejecting this for money? That doesn't make sense. So we need to clear a roster spot or two. And right now I am feeling, yeah, just unfortunately, like Yakimowicz, man, it's been a good run, man, but you just, you didn't win anything here and didn't really turn out to be the player we had hoped, so goodbye. I'm sorry, but we got younger, better talent now, so that's that. Sad day. Not so much a sad day. It was more just an inevitable day. But yeah, Yarrow Peacock should sign that deal now. And dear God, if Marcel Audette does not sign the deal that we are offering him right here, let's just offer him $7 million. Like, I'm okay with that. That's not the most ridiculous amount of money ever. It's not that bad. So he should definitely take that. You know, we've kind of been an ass to him. So, and Yarrow Peacock finally signs. Okay, so let me just double check we got all our goalies and stuff and that we didn't mess that up somehow. But Vigier, if you want to come play for us, I will definitely put you in as a backup in the AHL. So let's see how this team turns out in the future. I don't think we're going to do much in the offseason here with free agency. And I'm pretty sure he didn't sign due to full roster again, so that is a pain in the butt. Let's just edit the trade block nice and quickly. Okay. Olesen, I don't really want to get rid of. I'd rather keep him. But yes, we do have a multitude of high-level prospects here, if you can't really tell. The team is shaped around that top group for the most part. Audette has dropped off quite severely, but that's a $7 million contract, I guess, too, right? So Peacock's going to be in the NHL. That's what I like to see. Just skip right over the AHL. He's like, yeah, no, this is my time. And it's like, yeah, let's go. Okay, so I think what we need to do now is just go and search out a couple of our old players. I know who we're looking for. Yeah, see, Yakimowicz there wants $6 million to play. That is insane. Kim Nicholas, you know, one of our old defenders, cannot skate worth shit. So that is why we don't really want to sign him. There's a bunch of guys I recognize. Like Rajala never turned out. He was a low elite drafted by Ottawa. I've seen some low elites just get up to crazy overalls and stuff like that. Actually, speaking of low elites, let's see what we got for potential in here. That is promising. Vaclav Lebda. That is promising. I will sign him. No questions. No questions asked. Vaclav Lebda looks actually like he looks really good. Nickel here, obviously one of our players. I don't see him making the NHL at 25, so maybe he could be one of our money scapegoats here. I think that might not be a bad idea. Kim Erickson, no. Okay, so let's go with Nickel here. He's going to get a 1-year deal. Going to be a one-way, and we are going to offer him about, I want to say $15 million, but let me just think about this here for a second, because if we can sign a backup goalie for the AHL, that again would be a vital piece to this team. I don't know who is our goalies here. Zerdev could actually be a nice piece to go in the AHL, so let's sign him up. He's nice and cheap. Get him a one-way deal, and then, you know, with Bradley Nickel here, he's just going to get so much money. Like, we've seen this with a couple guys, and their reaction is just priceless every time. It's actually funny. So let's go with about a $15 million contract, have a little bit of cap wiggle room, and I mean, $15 million for one season of hockey, man. Like, I wish that somebody would offer me that. Oh, good. Wait. Nickel's on the Panthers right now. He's not even on our team, so we can't sign it. I'm sorry, guys. I just did not think that through. So we'll go with Erickson instead. Give him the money that he deserves, I guess. Not so much, but he's gotten paid $30 million out of this Reading Royals franchise here over the last 2 years, and he is just going to be over the moon with this again. So, yeah, go for it. Why not? All right, so that's free agency. Welcome to a cap world where the cap is not so friendly. So Lebda signs. That is actually sick because I think he will get some playing time. Oh, we have a full roster, so we can't even sign Erickson. Ooh, okay. And Zerdev does sign, but let's stop up nice and quickly here. Please finish. I'm really hoping no one signed Erickson because that would be a pain in the butt, but whatever. Anyways, let's go. Where are we going? View contracts. Can we buy players out, or can we just release them, or what can we do here? Like a guy I would be okay letting go. would not be on the main roster, obviously. It would be a guy right down near the bottom of the this roster. Probably going to be Höglund. That would be my assumption. And we can't let him go. Okay, so let's go with who I actually want to go with for a draft pick out of this. Okay, so Höglund actually probably doesn't even have that low value. Yeah, he's actually got decent value at 19 years old. But Toronto, how you guys doing? You want to trade some picks? Because I would very much love to do some business with you here. So the Leafs have been like utter dog shit for the last 2 years. So interesting. See, Nordstrom they drafted, and he's just not turned out for them at all. Yikes. Okay. Draft picks. Let's go with like a 6th and a 7th for Höglund. Would that be equal? I think it would. Thank you. Okay. I'll take it. So now that means we can actually go and do this cap savior kind of move here, just to, make things work in our favor a little more. No, right wingers, please. And Eriksson just gets so much money out of it. Like, why would you not sign this, right? It pushes us up nice and close to the cap, so we don't take any cap penalties on our nice contracts that we have. And, some of them aren't so nice. Like Devin Scavello for $11 million. Could be better, right? So we are considered a championship status team, though. And, let's get to the next season. So obviously Eriksson signs. I am truly humbled that you chose to offer me such a lucrative contract. I won't let you down. You really helped set me up financially. Yes, we have. So 69% of our tickets sold heading into the next season. We've seen slightly better, but we've also seen much, much worse. So I am intrigued. Okay, let's see how this goes. So I want to see what this team is looking like. Owner goals. So, win the Stanley Cup again, finish first in our conference, get 28 home wins, and upgrade the club seats. All doable goals except for maybe the first 3. But let's see what this team will be capable of this year. All right, guys, heading into the next season, this is how the lineups are looking. And honestly, I don't think I've ever built a team so deep before, not just in the NHL, but in the AHL as well. It is just like, it is mind-boggling how strong and how deep these teams are. Like, I have never seen teams quite like this. So, like, yeah, you could say, oh, you only got 0 chemistry on the top pairing. Yeah, but look at these dudes. Like, they don't even need a chemistry boost, and they're already sick, okay? Like, they're good. The rest of the defense is solid, just rock solid right through. We got some decent subs here in Gunther and Olas. And then in goal, I have never seen a goaltending tandem, ow, my hand, so strong. But yeah, this is just like, Muller is crazy good, and he's going to continue to be crazy good once he gets his next contract, because that is going to happen. He's going to get a massive contract after this year, so long as he can perform, right? That's the only thing really, is his puck control is not the greatest yet, but like, he's insane. He's insane, and Kapitanov is also insane. Like, these guys are going to be so good for so long, and unfortunately we're probably not going to be able to keep both once things all pan out properly, but yeah, the team's looking real fine in the NHL. And then we head down to the AHL, where things are also looking pretty fine, I would say. The teams don't have a lot of flexibility as far as switching players in and out of the lineup goes, but overall, I got no complaints with this lineup. If we could do, I want to do that, but we can't. You see what I mean by there's not much flexibility. So we're going to keep it all +1s for now. Looking at the defense, that's a whole nother story where, it's again the 1-3-0 kind of combination, but Harkins is crazy good. Brindamore, I don't know why he's not playing on the right side there, but he's doing all right too. And yeah, we just got, a depth load of defense here as well. Looking at goalies, it's, again, just crazy. Just absolutely insane. We've got all these elite goalies, And I mean, I guess Zerdev's a starter now, but we drafted him later, right? So he's not supposed to be the craziest goalie ever. But an 81 paired tandem in the AHL is sweet. Like, these two guys playing together in goal are going to win us so many games as an AHL franchise. It's not even funny. I realize Perreault's not playing, and he only fits the fourth line. So I'm just kind of trying to figure out how we're going to get this to work, because I want Davis Hickey playing. I want John Lewis playing. I want all these guys playing. And it's difficult because I just don't see all of this working out. Maybe we do Medano. That might work better. But where does he fit? Line 2 and 3. That's it. Vorobyev is not a great fit overall. Can we try Perreault in there, see if he works? And he does not. So that is spectacularly terrible. Okay. Yeah, this new coach is not impressing me all that much. So yeah, let's go with, let's keep, who was even in there? I guess it was Vorobyev, and he's a left winger. Yep. Or Vorobyev. Sorry, not Vorobyev. It's Vorobyev. Anyways, yeah, that's more or less how the lineup's going to look for this upcoming season. And it's strong. It's got strength. It's got depth. And that's what you need in these kind of teams. So we'll see how things go. Obviously, the chemistry can either make or break a team. Alternates all look good. I haven't shown you guys Lashov yet, as he is, our newest NHL player. But, yeah, Leo Muller, sorry, going to be crazy good for a long time. Jaro Peacock as well, we will take a look at. But yeah, 2 new additions. The team looks really, really sturdy overall. And, well, let's see what's in the draft class. If there's a defenseman on top, that would be crazy. That never happens, but yeah, you never know, right? It's NHL. But let's go check out these new guys, because I am very interested to see what they got. So, first guy here in Trevor Lashov. Going to be playing with Cooper Pisani. I'm sure those guys will put up some good numbers together as a playmaker, and a power forward here is going to be a very nice tandem overall. Oh, he's got all CCM. Actually, no, he doesn't. He's got CCM and Bauer mix, but, looks good. Looks good. And yeah, I mean, Trevor Lashov is just going to be a sweet player for a long time here in this team. Let's get him a quick selly here. I like the Archer, but I feel like that should stick with Omar probably. Hey, I don't think we really changed that, but, we could go with the sweep. Or the swipe, sorry, not the sweep. And, yeah, number 46 should slot into our lineup nice and fine. And I do need to go and just quickly edit our goalies as well, I believe. But Jaro Peacock up to an 81 overall at 20 years old. It's a nice rating for sure, especially for where did we pick him? He was like later round when we picked him for sure. So let's go, let's go Warrior Bauer mix. So I'm feeling a Warrior stick here. Instead, toss him. I don't know. I don't think Warrior has a purple stick, but we'll make do. Let's go with that one. Let's go with that one. The blacked out one. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. So yeah, Jaro Peacock number 16. We're gonna toss him some Bauer skates to match his helmet, and well, that should be that really. So yeah, Jaro Peacock, again, a nice piece that we have grown throughout the last couple of years. He's played phenomenally well in the AHL, or not the AHL, in the US leagues. So we'll see if he can convert that to the NHL here. This is going to be an interesting season for sure. But yeah, very excited to see what he can bring too. Where did we draft him? Because that is the question I have. Where did he get drafted? He was picked 7th round, 196th overall. Blows my mind, man. Blows my mind that we can pick somebody that good that late. And, oh yeah, goalies. That's what I was going to do. So, Leo Muller. Muller. That's his name. Muller. I keep saying Mueller, and it's Leo Muller. Leo Muller. I don't know why they do all black pads. That just looks stupid. But, that's what we're here to edit, really, is the equipment, right? So his mask type is going to be a team mask, and it is going to be the Reading Royals ECHL mask that we can go and select, fortunately, which is really cool. That's one of the things I like about using an ECHL team or like logo, is that you can actually go and pick these masks out as long as you use the same colors and everything. That looks so clean and so cool. I love how that looks. I don't really know. There aren't really any purple teams in the NHL, so maybe we just leave this black, see how it looks in game or something like that. But yeah, Leo Muller going to be our number one goalie here for a long time to come. And Sergei Kapitanov, he's been a solid rock for us. Came in to replace Yaroslav Askarov. I know a couple of you guys didn't like that, but, these guys have done all right. Things definitely could have gone worse. I mean, we didn't land crazy low in the standings, which is probably good for morale. But, again, we'll just get him, that ECHL mask that looks so clean with these uniforms. And why wouldn't we, right? Like, the team is going to be good heading into the future here. Hello? Did that not select? Hold up. I definitely selected that. Thank you. Come again. Like, God. Okay. So, yeah, that's Sergei Kapitanov. He's number 30. Muller's number 1. And they are going to make probably the best tandem for goalies in the entire league this season. As long as the defense and forwards can play well in front of them, they should be good. Alright guys, so heading into the 2029/30 season, the Reading Royals, let's just show you guys their team ratings, okay? This is the strongest team we've ever had. 95 offense, 93 defense, and 91 goaltending. Like, that is the strongest team we have ever had. There is no question about it, but somehow I still have my doubts with this team. Like, that's the point we're at right now with this team, is it's like 10 years in a row. Is this finally going to be the year where they turn things around and actually start winning? I'm really hoping so, because otherwise I don't know what's going to happen here. Like, this is just, the lineup's sick. It's a really good team. Like, our third line or our second line is a group of first overall picks, which is just insane. Like, these guys are looking so good, and we need some kind of performance out of them here. We cannot wait any longer. This has got to happen this year. Like, we can't have guys messing around, losing hockey games like they don't really care about it. Like, this is the year. This is the year where we not only need to make the playoffs, but we need to win something. Like, we need to at least win a series. But before any of that happens, obviously we need to win in the regular season. So that will be the goal for next episode. We're going to get through a whole bunch next episode, but yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this series. We're finally coming to kind of a point where this series could take off in the direction that I actually wanted it to go a long time ago, or we're just going to keep going down the same path here. And it's really been a long, and I don't want to say painful, but it's been a tough series. Like, this is about time that this team that is a championship status team steps things up, starts winning, gets things done, and it's got to happen this year. We cannot wait any longer on any of these players. They need to start winning now. So that will be our goal for next episode. We'll see what happens there. And yeah, that's really going to be it for me. So if you guys are enjoying this series, if you're looking forward to the new series I am going to be bringing forward to my channel here over the next little bit, please go down below, leave a like on the video because it helps the YouTube algorithm, but also make sure you subscribe to the channel, because that helps me know that people are watching my videos consistently, and turn on notifications so you don't miss when I'm uploading. So yeah, that's going to be it for me. This is Etanyos signing out, and see ya.